political parties to expose the plan to murder our national spokesperson in the person of Honorable Ugochinyere Imo, Ugochinyere. 2 years ago, all Nigerians could attest to the fact that what we witnessed, the carnage we witnessed, the attack on his house, where his uncle and his supporters were murdered in cold blood. His properties were destroyed, and many of his supporters arrested and seriously threatened. Today, we are back again on this same trajectory of tragedy, of repression, of oppression against the #1 opposition spokesperson in the country, in the person of Honorable Ugochinyere Imo, Ugochinyere. We have certain information that we want all Nigerians to know today, predicated on a fabricated set of allegations to be made against Honorable Ugochinyere. And we have to raise the alarm for all Nigerians to be aware of the plan to frame him up on Trump-up charges. And the reasons behind all these attacks against his person are not far-fetched. And these things are predicated on about 4 main points. Now, Ugochinyere has been very focal on the River State issue with regard to the attempt to truncate democracy in that state by the efforts to create enough crisis for a state of emergency to be declared in that state for anti-democratic forces to take over that state. Number 2 is the fact that the failed attempt to seize and corner the Commonwealth of River State, to seize the treasury of River State by some anti-democratic forces. Ugochinyere has been very, very focal on these issues. Another area that he has been focal about is about restoring internal democracy in PDP and to scuttle all the attempts to destroy PDP. He has been very focal on that one. And of course, he has been speaking much later about land racketeering in the Federal Capital Territory. He has been speaking very much on that. He has been very focal about that, and he has a compendium of the analysis of the scheme of racketeering, land racketeering in the FCT, which is about to release. It was one of the major reasons why they are now trying to frame him up on Trump charges of criminal activities that are non-existent. Another one is the fact that this man has been at the forefront of speaking for the democratic rights of Nigerians. The anti-democratic forces in this nation do not like his God, do not like his courage. And now, they are planning to frame him up on the Trump-up charges of bribing of judges. They are saying that he bribed judges. They lost at the appeal, on the appeal against seizing the River State Treasury. So they lost. They are now speculating that he went and bribed judges to win that, for River State to win that case. Ugochinyere is not from River State, as we all know. He is from Imo State. So why will he go out of his way to go and bribe the judiciary? In fact, it's a blackmail against the judiciary for anybody to even try to frame him up on the charges of bribing judges. If that has been their pastime, as we know, if that has been their vocation, as we know, it is not the pastime, it is not the practice of a person of integrity like Ugochinyere Imo, Ugochinyere. They are trying to frame him up on the allegations of treason and murder and rape, gun running, arson, and even sodomy. It is that ridiculous. And you will remember that 2 years ago, the same thing happened in Imo State. Just because they didn't want it to win the election, they will frame him up. They are bringing up, allegations of arson, of murder, of rape, and co. They brought it against him. So, upon all, he still went ahead and won that election in absentia with all that. So all those allegations fizzled away. Nobody is visiting them again. These ones too that they are raising, they will still fizzle out again. All their attempt now is to keep him silent, to silence him from speaking again. They want to take him out of circulation. They want to get him arrested. In fact, we have it on good authority that there are people that are currently being trained here in Abuja who will come out to confront Ugochinyere as witnesses to say that he has committed rape, he has committed arson, he is planning to commit treasonable felony and the rest of that. They are doing that. And we want to call on Nigerians and alert all Nigerians and international community that you should disregard any AI-generated evidence against Honorable Ugochinyere Imo, Ugochinyere that are likely to be released to the public anytime from now. The plan is at an advanced stage to create an AI-generated evidence, so-called evidence, against him, to frame him up on these Trump charges that are absolutely non-existent, ridiculous, and absolutely reprehensible. So these are the things that we are calling on all human rights activists, human rights lawyers, the international community, and all stakeholders and people of good conscience of this country to rise up and defend the right of the opposition to exist, the right of Nigerians to be able to speak against injustice, against bad governance, because all these are tailored towards, towards killing dissent. Nobody wants anybody to talk against what is bad in the country, and we will not be silenced. The opposition will not keep quiet, and we will continue to speak on the side of the people, on the side of truth, and on the side of justice. All these Trump allegations that they are bringing up against Ugochinyere Imo Ugochinyere are absolutely non-existent. They are ridiculous and reprehensible. There's nothing further from the truth. He has never engaged in anything criminal. He has never engaged in anything treasonous. He has never engaged in anything anti-democratic. He has never engaged in anything that is anti-people. It is the anti-people elements. And all these things are being orchestrated by people who are factional supporters of the FCT minister. So they are the factional supporters of the FCT minister who are orchestrating all these things in order to take Ugochinyere out of circulation. If possible, to murder him. As they failed 2 years ago, they are back again. They are back again through blackmail. They are back again through fabricated allegations that have no basis in fact, that have no basis in evidence. This is why we are coming out to alert Nigerians to the fact that, once again, Ugochinyere is in the crosshairs of the anti-democratic forces of this country. They are attempting to kill him, they are attempting to murder him, they are attempting to take him out of circulation. And all the security agencies that have been contracted to do this must back out, must back down, and let justice reign in this country. Any attempt to silence the opposition in this country is an attempt to kill democracy. And we, together, we shall not allow that to happen. Our democracy must survive, and no democracy will thrive without the active participation of the opposition. Any attempt to attack the #1 opposition political party spokesperson in this country, in terms of the person that is speaking, even for the opposition lawmakers in this country, will be resisted. Finally, we want to announce, to tell our detractors that we also have fully ready to mobilize Nigerians for a nationwide peaceful protest against attempt to silence dissent, against attempt to kidnap Ugochinyere Imo Ugochinyere, against any attempt to frame him up on Trump charges. All Nigerians, we are mobilizing the civil society, we are mobilizing regular Nigerians, we are mobilizing the political class for a mass protest against such attempt. Thank you so much for your listening attention.